And in Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, here we see the destruction of Ephraim and Manasseh, the United States, and the crown colonies of the British Empire, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. Notice here, Ezekiel 38:1. God says, the word of the Eternal came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog. And if you read our booklet, China and Prophecy, we show you that China is Gog. The land of Magog, that's the Mongolians. The chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, that's Manchuria and Tibet. God says, prophesy against him. Now notice verse 4. It says, I will bring you forth, all your army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So here this huge army coming out of China. And then we see other nations assembled to China, with China rather. And verse 7, it says, be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company. These are these nations that are with China, that are assembled unto you, this huge alliance. And as I said, we have the Shanghai Corporation Organization, the NATO of the East. And God says, be thou a guard unto them. Or you look into the Hebrew, it means that Gog is the leader of this huge assembly. Now notice verse 5. One of these nations is Persia. That's Afghanistan, Western Pakistan, and even remnants of Iran who are left. They'll probably be part of this huge assembly with China. They're already a kind of like a partner of the Shanghai Corporation organization already. So that can include maybe parts of Iran as well. So the war with Afghanistan is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. It says here that Afghanistan is going to be part of this huge army with China, and they are going to attack the United States and the crown colonies of the British Empire, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Notice verse 8. After many days you shall be visited. In the latter years, that's the time setting of this prophecy, you, talking about Gog, shall come into the land. Now, you look at the Hebrew word, it should read nation. You shall come into the nation. Here is the nation that they want to attack. Their focus is in on this particular nation. Notice, you shall come into the nation that is brought back from the sword and is gathered out of many people. What nation calls itself e pluribus unum? The United States of America. This is the main focus of China and their attack. Their main focus is the United States of America. And then it says, against the mountains of Israel. A mountain is always a symbol of nations in biblical prophecy. And here it says mountains plural. Nations of Israel. The crown colonies of the British Empire. Australia, New Zealand, Canada. Here we see the United States and the crown colonies of the British Empire, as it says, which have always been waste, but is brought forth out of nations that shall dwell safely, all of them. Perfect description of Australia, New Zealand, Canada. And then it says, you shall ascend and come like a storm. You shall be like a cloud to cover the land, thou and all thy bands and many people with you. Here is this huge assembly that's coming into the prime target, the United States, but also Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. China is going to attack them, and Persia, Afghanistan, parts of Iran, maybe, whatever is left of Iran, and Western Pakistan is going to be part of this alliance, and they are going to come in and attack the nations of the West.